your name is Mikha'el?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Huh?
Mikha'el Moses.
Mikha'el Moses? Okay. Would you want the whole thing or just Mikha'el? Is that cool? Or you want Mikha'el Moses? I can call you what you want.
Mikha'el is better just because it's short, you know.
Okay, all right, all right.
The meaning of your name is always the meaning of your name.
Yeah, well, my name is Solomon.
Okay.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Nice to meet you, Solomon.
So, more on the Sabbath day. What do you know about the Sabbath day? Or what do you not know?
What I'm just finding out, just keeping it old. I learned about the rules, but I've already kind of, it's crazy because like, I'm going through a lot of information, right?
Uh-huh.
So I drunk in water with lemon.
Uh-huh.
If I have water with lemon, I can't hold anything on myself.
Right, because you get the electrolytes, you know what I'm saying, pH balances the water.
And that oil is strict.
Right.
Half the size, that's it. So much better, but now I'm hungry.
Well, hey, and I understand that.
I got to drink some water for my food.
So what you do is, right, on these days like this, let me get the Exodus, what's that, 18? Right? Because a lot of times we don't understand what we're supposed to do prior to, you know, because you're an Israelite. You know you're an Israelite. Do you know that?
I feel to believe it, and I'm going through that notion.
Okay, so you say you feel that you believe it. Feel to believe it, right? Okay, now what we have to do is we have to prove it. All right? Let's prove that first. Okay? So then we can go into the expectations that God has for you as an Israelite.
That's right.
Okay? All right. So, first of all, let me get Deuteronomy 1:1. All right? Because, Mikha'el, look, a long time ago, it was 9 years ago, I learned that I was an Israelite. Right? And over time, it took me to understand what it is that God expected me as an Israelite. Right? Now I know these things, I have to follow it. Now that I know. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 1.
Come on.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Unto all who?
All Israel.
All nations of the world.
On this side of Jordan in the wilderness.
All nations of the world he spoke these words to.
All Israel.
All of Israel that he spoke to. Moses delivered the children of Israel out of Egypt. Right? And when he delivered them out of Egypt, they was in the wilderness, and God gave Moses, Mikha'el Moses, right? He gave Moses words to speak unto the children of Israel, right? Deuteronomy 4:44.
In the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 44.
Come on.
And this is the law which Moses set before the children of Israel.
So the words that God gave Moses to speak to the children of Israel, read that again.
And this is the law which Moses set before the children of Israel.
So God told Moses to give the children of Israel laws, right? Read.
These are the testimonies and the statutes and the judgments which Moses spake unto the children of Israel after they came forth out of Egypt.
So, when they came out of Egypt, God told Moses when he took him up into the mountain, and he was there for 40 days, 40 nights, right? And he was up there that long. You think he only came back with just 10 commandments? It's going to take you 40 days to remember 10 commandments? 40 days or 40 nights to remember 10 commandments. That don't even make sense to it.
Bring it out.
He went into, and in all actuality, in a way, yeah, because the 10 is an umbrella for all the rebel laws.
That's right.
Okay? But there are other statutes that fall up under the 10. Alright? So, Deuteronomy 28:1.
In the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1.
Come on.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So God said that if you listen to me, right? Diligently,
to observe and to do all his commandments.
To observe and to what?
To do all his commandments.
To do all his commandments. Alright? Read.
Which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Equal with all nations.
above all nations of the earth.
All men are created equal according to God.
Above all nations of the earth.
So God said that the children of Israel, if they listen to him and to do everything that he said for them to do, that he would save all nations upon the earth.
So that means you know everything that's about to come.
Everything.
Wow.
These trees, this ground that you walk on, the sun, the moon, the birds, all of this belongs to you.
That's right.
But right now, it belongs to someone else. Verse 15.
Verse 15.
Come on.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
So God said, if you do not listen to him, right? Read.
to observe and do all his commandments.
To observe and to what?
Do.
What do you say, Michael? To do. How do you spell do? D-O. Two-letter word. But how powerful is do? It's very powerful. How you doing, brother? Hey, you all right? You want to come over? Okay, well, hey, I like to acknowledge my people. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing we don't do a lot of nowadays. You know what I'm saying? That's my girl. You know what I'm saying? My name is
A lot of
Sabbath.
different hurt and not a lot of different, you know, yeah, you're right.
Right, you know what I'm saying? We mean mug each other like what? What? You know what I'm saying? But I want to welcome you because we out here for you. We want you to know who you are because for years we never was told who we were. And that's right. Right now, what we're doing is, Mikha'el, we're going over with him who he is according to the Bible. Because you've been to church before, right, Mikha'el?
Many times, but yeah.
Right, but you've been before, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
40.
You 40? All right, I'm 48.
Okay.
All right, how old are you?
36.
You 36. So you've been to church before too, right? So in your 40 years, in your 36 years, right? How many times were you taught who you were according to the Bible? You never was told who you are. You was never told what people. That's 18 nations in this Bible. Pastor and preacher never told you who you were.
The scripture didn't really clarify. Bible study, Sunday school, just knowledge they gave us, no clarification.
With no clarification. Well, you about to learn today.
Bring it out.
That's it. Let me get Deuteronomy 1:1 one more time.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1.
Come on.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
What do you say? He's who do you want to speak to? All Israel. I just want to make sure. I'm going to ask questions and games with you because I want to make sure that you hear what we're saying or you're listening and not just hear it and to go in and then come right back out. I want you to stick because then therefore you get understanding of what's going on. Right? Deuteronomy 4:44. All right?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 44.
These were the words that Moses spake unto Israel. Read.
And this is the law.
This is the what?
And this is the law which Moses set before the children of Israel.
So the law that Moses gave the children of Israel that he got from the Most High God, right? Read.
These are the testimonies and statutes and the judgments which Moses spake unto the children of Israel after they came forth out of Egypt.
So when Moses brought the children of Israel out of Egypt, right? God told him to give them commandments, laws to follow, right? Deuteronomy 28.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1.
Come on.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently.
So if you listen closely, you got children? No, but you got a dog though, right? You train your dog to listen to you, right? And if he listens to you, he get a little treat, right? No, he don't get a treat?
Love and understanding.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah.
However you reward.
Some type of reward.
Yeah, some type of reward, right? You got children? You got 3. Right, so if your children listen to you, right? Well, we can't say Charles and Russ anymore because Charles and Russ don't exist anymore. You know? But they still got Walmart, they got a toy section. right? Or you might take them out to eat, get ice cream or pizza or something, right? Some type of reward. Read that again.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1.
Come on.
And it shall come to pass that thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments.
All right. God said for to do those commandments that I gave Moses to give to you. Read.
All his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God would set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Above all nations. There is no equality. I know we've been to church before, and pastor said, God loves everybody. He loves you. He loves you. He loves me. He loves everybody. For God so loved the world, right? We've heard that in church. But what did God just say in there?
That the Lord thy God would set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Above all nations of the earth. Because if you think about it today, are all men really created equal? Exactly, they're not. They're not created equal.
That's right.
And the damn sure ain't treated equally. Right? Let me go to verse 15. How you doing, brother? Hey, you ain't got to walk in the street, man. You can walk in the sidewalk. We ain't going to bite you. We out here for you, brother.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments.
So he said, if you don't listen, right? This is that, when you come back to, you know what I'm saying, to your dog. What's your dog's name? Mikha'el. What's your dog? Kelly. So if Kelly don't listen to you, right? And your children, your 3 children don't listen to you, right? Read.
And his statutes which I command thee this day, and all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Curses are what? Punishments. Right? Curses are punishments. So, if Kelly don't listen to you, you're going to get punished, right? However you choose to do a newspaper, punch in the face, I don't know. I'm just saying. Kelly going to get it. Your 3 children, they might have to stand in the corner, or you might have to take the belt off. I don't know. What I'm saying is they're going to receive some type of punishment, right? So God being the father of the children of Israel.
That's right.
The father of the children of Israel, he said, if you listen to me, you be on top of all nations. If you don't listen to me, you're going to have, I'm going to punish you. I'm going to put curses on you, right? Read on.
Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Cursed shall thou be in the city. What do you know about New Orleans? New Orleans is the what? What do they lead in as far as this nation? New Orleans leads in. Come on, talk to me. What? Say it again. Say it on the mic. Come on, talk to me.
The murder capital.
That's right. The murder capital. You know what else they lead in? They lead in STDs. Actually, New Orleans is number 3. Baton Rouge, I think, is like number 2. Kelly, chill out, Kelly. We here for you, bro. You all right with us. So, but Baton Rouge and New Orleans is in the top 5 in disease. So that means, you know what I'm saying, if you're not married, you out here spreading yourself around like, you know what I'm saying, Bobby Brown said back in the day. You got a high percentage of catching something, right? So read that again.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Cursed shall you be in the city. Murder capital, disease, right? Read on.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
Cursed shall you be in the field. Look at this right here. See this right here? Right here, right? I want y'all to come look at it. Can you see it? You see the field right there? What are they doing? Plantation work. What they doing though? What kind of work? Huh? That's slavery, but I'm saying what type of work they doing? Field work.
That's right.
Cursed shall I be in the field. Right? Y'all got jobs, right? Huh? Yeah. Then you're in a field of work, right? Wow. Do you own the companies? that you work for? You know what I'm saying? You got to work and slave for those hours to get a wage, right?
This just made me know that my daughter is spiritual. I can understand what she says, but I can't say me. She know more than me. She thinks it's the animal first, then me. You know, just to start.
So, with that, right? Cursed in the field, right? Cursed in the city and cursed in the field, right? Okay, let's just say that's a coincidence, right? Let me get verse 32.
Verse 32, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
It said what?
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Right here. You see this right here? You see that? What are they doing right there? They selling kids, they selling the whole family. Because you gotta think about it. What happened during that time? I got me a nice strong buck here and he can work from sun up to sundown. Nice strong buck. We got this nice witch right here. She can pop out more pups than you can imagine. Matter of fact, she's holding one of the pups right now. What price you gonna give me for this little pup? So they're gonna sell the baby away from the mother and the father. Right? They're upstairs on the auction block. Read on, see what happens.
Unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand.
So all for the rest of your life, you're going to be looking for your children to come back home to you, right? But when they're sold off, all that begging and crying and pleading, right, does nothing to this man because he's making a profit. And there's nothing you can do about it. You have no monetary might. You have no military might. No spiritual might to get your children back.
That's right.
Right? Okay, let's just say that's another coincidence. Right? This is the Bible. The Bible got a lot of stuff in it. Y'all could be out here just making stuff up, right? Verse 47.
Verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things.
So God said, because you didn't want to serve me for joyfulness, right, and gladness, and be glad to do it for the abundance of all things, because he said he was making the children of Israel, what nation on the face of the earth? Huh? Above all. That lets me know you listen, you're paying attention, all praises. Right? Above all nations, right? He said, because you didn't want, read that again.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things.
Come on.
Therefore shall thy serve thy enemies.
Hold up. He said, you're going to serve who? Your friends. Your enemies. You're going to serve your enemies. Well, who are your enemies? What do they look like? Look, my man, you're not afraid to say you ain't got to look over your shoulder and see if anybody's listening or not. You know what I'm saying? You ain't turned Siri off to make sure Siri wasn't listening. My man said the white man. That's what I'm talking about. Don't be afraid to tell the truth.
That's right.
We have to tell the truth. We got to acknowledge what the truth is. Read that again.
Verse 48. Therefore shall thy serve thy enemies.
Come on.
When the Lord shall sin against thee.
Hold on. Wait a minute. What?
When the Lord shall sin against thee.
Mikha'el, who sent them against us? Mikha'el, come on. Who sent them against us? Who sent those enemies against us? Read that again.
When the Lord shall sin against thee.
Read it from the top. Maybe you didn't quite get it.
Verse 48. Therefore shall thy serve thy enemies.
Because you're going to serve your enemies, right? Just like we was in those plantation fields, right? Those cotton fields, those sugarcane fields, right? Tobacco fields. Read.
Which the Lord shall sin against thee.
Who sent them against us? The Lord, the same God that gave you those commandments. The same God that said that I will put you on top above all nations of the earth.
Bring it out.
If you do not listen, this is one of the curses. I don't know from where I'm standing what it look like happening. We live in the curses now? You sure? Let's read on and see if there's any more, you know what I'm saying? Maybe there's no validity to this. You know what I'm saying? Let's read on and see if there's any more. Read.
In hunger and in thirst.
So, when you hungry, where do you go get your food? You don't grow your own food? But let's say, for example, you did grow your own food. You got to go to them for what? Well, you would, because you got to get the seeds from somewhere. You got to buy the land from who? And if you don't pay the taxes on that land to somebody, so, I'm just saying, what about in thirst? You got your own well? You have your own water well? What about your own artesian well, or you go to the mountains and collect your own well? No? What about your water bill? Of course, huh? You gotta pay for it. Oh man, do that again?
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemy, with the Lord shall sin against thee.
Come on.
In hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness.
And in nakedness. And what? Clothes. You make your own clothes, right? Huh? Come on, you look like a fashion designer. Come on, right? You gotta make your own clothes, right? Okay, let's say for example you did make your own clothes. What happens? You got what? My man is in the spirit. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta have, where you gonna get the material from? You're not gonna get no silkworms or no spiders and, you know what I'm saying, have them, collect the silk from them? No? What about the thread? What about the needles, the cotton?
Still gotta go to some anywhere you go, even if you use food stamps.
What about the power for your sewing machine? Read.
And in want of all things.
Y'all got a driver's license? You got a driver's license? You got that from your own people, right? You don't have to go to the government to get it. What? Come on. You gotta be kidding me. What about a birth certificate? You got a birth certificate? When you was born, your mama made it up for you, right? That's what happened? Your mom made it up for you. She put the stamp on there to say that, hey, this is my child, right? That's what happened? Or did she have to go to the state and get the birth certificate? She went to the state. How you doing, sister? Hey, if you have time to stop and listen, we're going over who we are in the Bible. Maybe she might not have time. Maybe next time. But, so, it said in want of all things. What about when you die? You gotta pay for the plot. Woo! Man, you know what? You in the spirit, bro. You in the spirit. You gotta pay for all that, right? He said in want for all things, right? Read on.
And he shall put it.
Hold up. And who?
And he.
There's a specific enemy that God is talking about, right? And he, what?
Shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
He said, do what?
Shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
What is that right there? It's a yoke of iron upon thy neck. You see it? Come see it. That's what we're here for. Check it out. Take a picture. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. For how long?
Until he have destroyed thee.
Until he have destroyed you. You know how we're destroyed? We no longer know where we come from. We no longer know who our people is, where our land is. You know what? Y'all been to family reunion before? Yeah, the family reunions is the joint, right? You go to family reunion, you know what I'm saying? What's your last name? Smiley? Hey, the Smiley family reunion is going down, right? What's yours? Oh, okay, so Mikha'el Moses. So the Moses family is about to put it in, right? But where'd you get that last name from? Your father, where did he get it from? His father. Where did his father get it from? So on and so forth, but they also got it from who? The Smiley plantations. The Moses plantations. That's where you got your last names from. So your names was taken away from you too. Say again?
The birth certificate and all that information, that deed and all that stuff kind of changed over to
Yeah, but you were given, that's in Roots, right? Now, iconic scene in Roots is when Gentilly was getting whipped. Why was he getting whipped? He would not accept the name Tony. You know they had to do that to destroy us? You know how many of our people were destroyed behind those whippings? Because of the fear that God put on us, because he took his spirit off of us and put it on them when he sent them against us, right? So now we walk around with the same last name of our oppressors. And we think nothing of it. We think nothing of it. It's just a regular day. It's my last name. But that's not the names that our families were brought over here with. Nobody came off that boat and their last name was Smiley or Moses. Well, maybe one of his name was Moses. You understand what I'm saying? But let's say, for example, this is still all a coinkydink. Let's get verse 68.
Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Come on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Hold up. And the Lord shall do what?
Bring thee into Egypt again.
So God said that he was going to bring the children of Israel out of Egypt, right? He brought them out of Egypt, right? He had Moses. He used Moses and Aaron to bring his children out of Egypt. Thank you, officer. But to bring them out of Egypt. And they went into the wilderness and he gave them laws, statutes, and commandments, right? But God said, but if you do not listen to me, one of these curses is you will go back into Egypt again. Let's find out what Egypt means. Because Egypt actually has a meaning. It's actually a Greek word. Because when the Greeks actually took over Egypt, they renamed it from Mizraim to Egypt. And let's find out what it means according to the Bible. I can tell you, but let's let the Bible explain it to you.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2.
Come on.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
So the children of Israel were brought out of the land of Egypt, right? Read.
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of the what?
House of bondage.
What does Egypt mean? House of bondage. Your brothers are in the spirit. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all are listen very attentively. Now let's go back to Deuteronomy 28:68, right? And find out more about this Egypt. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Come on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
It's a bondage again. How?
With ship.
With what?
With ship.
With what?
With ship.
What are these right here at the bottom of this poster? Slave ships. Cargo slave ships. You will go into bondage again with ships. Maybe that's still another coincidence. Maybe. Read on.
And by the way whereof I spake unto thee,
By the way that I'm telling you that this is going to happen,
thou shalt see it no more again.
thank you, officer, and you will not see your homeland ever again. Read.
And there,
In that place where you are carried as slaves or in bondage, that Egypt, read.
ye shall be sold.
Hold on. I want you to see this. Make sure he sees this right here. You shall be what?
And ye shall be sold.
What is that? What are you looking at right there?
Literally says to be sold. To be sold.
To be sold? Well, hold on. Who?
Negroes.
To be sold? Who?
Unto your enemies.
Oh! These are our friends. They let us vote. They let us live next to them. These are our friends. These are our friends, right? No? What did the Bible call them? Your enemies. Read on.
For bondmen.
For slave man
And bondwoman.
and slave woman. Read.
And no man shall buy you.
And no man shall redeem you out of this captivity.
That's right.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family.